Hey, this is MassX, and yes, I'm a loser. I completely royally took a dump since I don't want to get my video pulled from the YouTube authorities saying certain bad words, but I completely messed up the claw machine info I gave you, so I pulled that video when I finally had some time, and I have redone all the figures, and in the process, I am even more upset about that stupid claw machine. It is the middle of the night trying to do this. Looking off the deck, I don't know if you guys realize this, but I always try to do videos a week in advance, so I like to review them. I left out of town for a few weeks, so I did like 13 videos in like 3 days. So I completely screwed this up. And so let's talk about the screw up and why I'm even more pissed. So what you see before you is a completely revised setup of my original figures and where the mess up is. So first off, let me tell you, claw machine in other jurisdictions is less than what we get in global, which I didn't realize before. I don't know why, because I have an account on the C server, and I don't know why it didn't even engage with me, and that's where my confusion came, but that's beside the point. Basically, the figures I gave you were for non-global servers. So if you take a look at this, and this just makes me even more freaking, get off my soapbox for a second, but gotcha games treat global, which is basically, North America, South America, the EU countries, pretty much like dog excrement, okay? I've been playing these types of games for God knows how long now, 10 plus years, and they always find a way to just screw it to, let's just call it the global side, more often than not. There's always something, okay? I mean, there are all different levels of good and bad, but there's always something in there, just a little dig, okay? And some are way worse than others, okay? We won't even talk about some of the games that actually make this game look incredible, but let's get back to what I'm talking about. What I found when I was re-verifying, and thank you for everybody that DM'd me, commented, or in the One Punch Man Discord, by the end of the day, I had all sorts of stuff flying from all different directions, and I'm sorry if I didn't respond to everybody. Like I said, I'm currently on vacation, holiday, whatever you want to call it, so I'm not keeping my phone to me, and I'm just trying to get through my dailies, and I'm out the door. So, in global and the other servers, you start out the same, okay? A little tease. But when you get to the 11th poll, you're going to notice that they start to raise the cost to global players much higher than they do for the other regions, which in my opinion is absolute BS, okay? It makes this even less of a value. So when you go through, you're going to see it jumps. So global 11th poll's 120. It's only 100 on the other servers, and it continues, and it gets worse, and the differential gets larger and larger. To when you get to the last one, it's basically 220 for the 20th poll, the last one, if you go to the very end, versus 180. This is freaking ridiculous. Come on, developers, stop being scumbags to players. So what does that mean in the grand scheme of things? Well, if you're on global, it's basically 2,080 coins or 20,800 gems, okay? Think about that. That is literally almost $300, okay? That's a 400 coin difference, a 4,000 gem difference between us and the other servers. That is disgusting. They're basically surcharging us approximately $60 more. If you go past halfway, they don't surcharge you before that. But let's be honest, who's been lucky enough to pull a keepsake before the 10th pull? I think in a year's time, I can count on one hand how many people have said they've been able to do that, to me at least. Now, I've never been a proponent of the claw machine. That's why you don't see me doing claw machine videos, okay? I think it's garbage. I think it's BS what they do. I think it is the absolute one of the worst values in the game. And what they do is they try to force you to do it because they put keepsakes in there. And so if there's a keepsake you really want, you have no freaking choice, which is, again, BS. And the fact that they are going to now surcharge us more than the other regions, shame on you. And why do I think that's so offensive? Well, you have a game that's been out for years. They're not doing anything to the game. We're getting what was released before. Yes, our banners have been different, but we don't see any major changes. They haven't upgraded these systems for us. They haven't done jack. Okay? I mean, there's other games that get ported over to global, and they actually spend time to make differences. They improve certain characters. They add content that maybe wasn't there. No, not this game, okay? So you can't tell me you have this large team working on global. That's baloney. We know you don't, okay? You're here to make money on this. I get that. It's a business. But, you know, stop scummy moves like that. There's no need for it. But, see, and this got me all worked up. You know, I was mad that I made the error and used the non-global figures, but I got even madder when I got to see how horrific and how they're treating the global community versus the others for no reason, okay? But I'm gonna back up here, calm down, deep breaths, have the nice water to look at, calm down, you're on vacation, holiday, chill the F out. But the point of the matter is, claw machine is a piece of crap, okay? It's an absolute gouge to you. You should be doing, like I said before, all the free coins you can get and just hoard them as long as you can until there's an absolute keepsake, okay? And the only reason why I originally did this video was I had somebody ask for the breakdown, and then I realized with the advent of SSR Pluses coming and keepsakes becoming more important down the line for a lot of characters that will be coming, I realized maybe it is time to finally do one just to show how much it costs in the breakdown, and just hoard as long as you can and don't spend your money, even if you're a whale. It's disgusting, okay? It's just dumb, all right? I mean, I generally don't do it. I stopped doing it because I was so disgusted after a few months when I really saw what value there was. It was just gross. But that's the point of all this, is my concern with SSR Plus is coming to remind everybody of how bad and shady this is, and to keep in mind that it takes a lot. Because like with anything, and this is with any game, you have to expect to go to pity. So in this case, there is really no pity except for the end. But the point is, you can get it if you're willing to go to the end. So keep that in mind. With the advent of SSR Plus is coming, if there is not a keepsake that you absolutely need, just keep hoarding those goddamn coins. Don't give them your money on this one, because not only is it just bad investment wise, it's bad business, and it's a slap in the face for the global community, because we're basically getting surcharged if we can't pull it within the first 10 pulls, which is absolute BS. So with that, again, my apologies. Thanks for everybody for the DMs, the comments, everything. I appreciate it. For the heads up. Righty. With that, as always, please like and subscribe. Talk to you soon.